apart from each other or together. And just allow yourself to begin to really anchor into the body and find that strong mountain pose. So feel the flatness of the feet from the big toe mound to the pinky toe mound, the back of the heels. Allow yourself to lift the insteps and press the big toes into the earth. And then lift up out of the feet, feeling the shin bones and the calf muscles. Allow the knees to engage as you rise up into the hips, squeeze the glutes. Pull the shoulder blades down. Or really allow the ears to elongate away from the shoulders. Draw navel to spine. And find a nice deep three-part yogic breath. 3 breaths. Spin your palms open, please, and feel the opening of the collarbones. Let's take a full deep breath in. And a nice long exhale out. Really empty the lungs. Inhale. And a nice long exhale. Really engage the core muscles at the very bottom of the breath, and one more nice deep 3-part yogic breath. And a nice long exhale out. With an in-breath, let's bring the palms to the heart. Draw the shoulder blades down. Allow the feet to become hip-width apart as we start some movement. So coming into joyful breath, just to really bring in some nice energy. So apart the hands and let's inhale, 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 exhale. 3 more, unless you're getting dizzy. Nice full deep breaths. Filling the lungs completely and fully, feeling the movement through the upper torso, receiving the lower torso as we come down, and 1 more. Good, take it all the way up to the sky and exhale, swan dive down. Palms onto the shin bones, lift up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, palms to touch, maybe a little bit of a back bend, look up at the prayer hands, and exhale down to the heart. Take a full in-breath. Just receive all of that glorious energy from the joyful breath. 1 more. And we'll come into 5 minutes of cardio. So bring the hands to the hips, please. If you have knee issues, you're going to want to be mindful and maybe not go quite so deep into these side lunges. And we're just going to mix it up a little bit. So take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, let's take the right leg out to the side. You can have hands on the hips if you want. Make a fist and bring your the fists together, whatever helps you to feel balanced. And then drop back in. And here we go. Just in and out. It doesn't have to be a fast movement. Find your own rhythm. Find the quality of opening up into that side lunge, in and out. We'll do 10 of these. Breathing as you move. Keep the stability of the upper torso. Pull the shoulder blades down. Very energetic movements. Good, and continue. And 2 more. Good, really open up. Feel those inner thighs. Now we're going to take it back and curtsy out to the side. Back and curtsy out to the side. Take your time. It's better to go slow, precise movements. Breathing in and out. Keep the upper torso engaged. Stop through the face and the neck. Breathing fully and completely. Good, and 2 more. Really hug in, shoulder blades down, navel to spine. Bring it out. We're going to bring that right palm onto the thigh. Keep the left arm out to the side. Sweep. We're going to cross right leg over left, stretch, and back out. Good. Last series on this side. Incorporating all of those side lunges. Take your time and feel the movement. Breathe into it. Nice deep breaths. Use the arms to stabilize. And continue to breathe. Nice deep breaths in and out. If you mess it up a little bit like you just did, that's all good. It's all part of working through. Last one. Good. And come back to the center. Let's take the arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Palms onto the shin bones, lift flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way back up. And exhale, palms down to the heart. Again, if it's comfortable, hands onto the hips. I really like to bring my fists together so I can pull my shoulder blades down and really hug the upper torso, fully engaged to keep the stability of the movements. Here we go, other side. Out to the left and in. Out to the left and back. Good, and breathe. Working inner, outer thigh, strengthening all of the attachments to protect the knee. Take your time. Feel the preciseness. You want to keep the heart shining as you come out to the side. Full deep breaths in and out. Good. 3 more. Breathe. Notice you may be able to go deeper on one side than the other. Last one, and we're going to add the turn. So bring it back and out. Back and out. If you can bend deeper into that back knee, please do. I have to be very mindful of my knees in these movements, but it does help to strengthen all of those attachments that protect the knee. So in your curtsy, as much as you can bring that left knee down towards the floor, please do. Keep the upper torso very much open, heart shining. 3 more. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. Good. Last series. Come out of the curtsy. Bring that left leg to the left. Left hand to the side. Sweep the right arm. Coming all the way back. Left leg over right. Opening up into the side wall. Make sure to use the left hand on that thigh so that you can stabilize. Breathe into it. Nice deep breaths. Good. You guys are doing great. It's a little bit more than 5 minutes of cardio. Feel free to hydrate at any time. Good. Last 2. Take your time. Really feel the opening. Doesn't have to be fast. Better to be precise and feel the movement. Right, left arm comes down. Bring the feet together. Bring the hands onto the hamstrings, the low back, and let's just bring the hips forward. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Chin to chest or head back, your choice. 1 more breath. Good. Allow yourself to come all the way back upright into the top of the mat. If you have weights, make sure that you have some. If you need to hydrate, please feel free to do so. Let's bring the arms out to the side and all the way up to the sky. And then on an exhale, bring the arms down by the hips. We're going to cross the left leg over the right. And on an in-breath, left arm to the sky. want you to really reach, so bring that left shoulder blade all the way up, and then hug the legs together, and on an exhale, we're just gonna bend forward and bring that left hand outside the left foot. Inhale up, stretch, exhale down. Watch your balance. Inhale up, stretch, exhale down. Again, bring it up, a total of 5, deep stretch. Take it down. Last one, all the way up. And bring it down. From there, rise all the way back up, both palms together. And exhale, palms down to the heart. Allow yourself to shift onto that left leg and bring the right leg around. I didn't quite make it, and that's all right. Good. Hug the shoulder blades down, squeeze the legs together, soft bend into the knees. And inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, bend forward, coming down towards the floor. Maybe it's your calf, maybe it's your thigh. Inhale up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale up. You find whatever stretch you can into that left leg. Woo, and breathe. 2 more. Nice deep stretch. Really stretch up and then bring it down. Relax into the head, the face, the neck. Last one. Good. And then bring it all the way back up. You're at the top of your mat. I'm not quite. Bend into your knees. And on your exhale, swan dive down, knees bent. Take that back foot, step it back, and then the front foot down dog. Exhale down onto knees, press back into child's pose, roll oval to the right, and then an oval to the left. Good, allow yourself to come all the way back into child's pose. And then on an in-breath, come all the way forward. Bring the hips forward, shoulder blades down, squeeze behind your cheeks to protect the back. And take it back. 3 more, just moving through. Feel the glorious opening of the heart as you draw the shoulder blades down. Feel the nice opening as you come back into child's pose. Take it back. Good. Last one. Nice deep stretch. Remember, you can always lift your kneecaps off, press into the tops of your feet, and come into a nice up dog. Knees down and right into tabletop. Lift up onto the fingertips, fists, or palms, and let's come into a nice cat-cow. Warming up the sternum, front and back of the spine. If you want, grab a rock. Bringing tailbone down and then bringing heart forward. And 2 more. Nice movements here. Good. Last one. And come into tabletop. If you have knee issues, I invite you to put down a folded blanket and put it right in the center of your mat as we come into this next cardio move. It's just full of yoga poses. So if you need to, go ahead and do that. And then allow yourself to come down onto your palms and press up into your down dog. We're going to take the first one nice and slow. We've done portions of this, but we've never put it all together. So take a full in-breath and pedal that nice down dog. Remember, if you can't do the weight bearing, come down into tabletop and just extend one leg at a time. And bend knee to the earth. And then engage it out into the Achilles tendon. And then switch sides. Nice deep stretches from either tabletop or down dog. And now, if no weight bearing, stay in tabletop, bring your shoulder blades right underneath or down dog. Take a full in-breath, and from either tabletop or down dog, we're going to step the right foot forward outside of that hand. If you need modification, is to come down onto that left knee. Otherwise, hug the feet towards each other or the foot and the knee. Bring that right elbow, the forearm, as close to the floor as you can with the elbow towards that right instep. And then touch your right hand to your heart and extend the right arm to the sky. On the exhale, bring the right hand back to the heart. Come forward and bring the right forearm close to the floor again. Lift up on the right palm. Bring the left knee down. Untuck the toe. Heel toe the foot in. Take a full in-breath. And as you exhale, bow forward over extended knee. Come all the way back forward. Both hands inside. Tuck the back toes. Step back, tabletop or down dog. Now to the left. Left foot forward. Bring the forearm down as best you can. Make sure that you're strong into that left leg so your left foot is wide. Bring the palm to the heart or to the right side of the rib cage. Extend up to the sky. Bring the hand back to the heart as you rotate the torso forward. Forearm back down onto the floor. And then bring it back up. Allow yourself to bring right knee down. And we're just going to lengthen out through that left leg and bow forward. Come back into the lunge, tuck the toe, step back. 4 more each side. So from tabletop or down dog, right foot forward. Forearm to the floor. Right arm touch the heart up to the sky. Back down to the heart. Forearm down. Back up onto the palm. Left knee down. Rock and bow over that front right leg. Come back. Tuck the toes. Step back down, dog or tabletop. Left side. Up, forearm down. Left hand to right upper rib cage. Sweep and twist up to the sky. Left hand back to the right upper torso. Forearm down. Back onto the palm. Onto that right knee and bow forward. Come back. Tuck the toes. Step back down dog or tabletop. 3 more each side. Begin to find your own rhythm and breathe into it. Take your time. Always return to the heart. A nice reminder. Lift up, and then we're just going to bow over that extended front leg. Drop back. Step back and go to the left side. Left foot forward. Forearm down. Back to the heart, twist and open. Back to the heart, forearm down. Back to the palm, knee comes down. Straighten over that front leg. Come forward, tuck toes, or back into tabletop. 2 more each side. If you choose, begin to build some speed, a little more momentum. Breathing into it. Nice deep breaths. So beautiful. If you did the stretch every day, every morning, it would wake this entire body all the way up. Good. Don't forget to always return to the heart. Such a great message. Coming down on the knee as you fold forward. Good. Last one each side. So stepping right foot out or wherever you are in the series, touch the heart before you twist. Touch the heart before you bring the forearm back down onto the palm. Straighten that front leg. Pull the heel towards the back of your mat. Come all the way back forward, tabletop or down dog. Last one on the left side. Breathe. Touch the heart before and after the twist. A gentle reminder. Good. Down onto the knee, bow forward. And allow yourself to lift back up into down dog or tabletop. Bring the hips all the way forward. Find your plank. You can do a modified plank, or you can come down onto your belly. Good. You can just hold your plank, a minute plank here, or whatever feels good. If you're on your belly, lift up into locust. Interlacing your fingers behind you. For those of you who want a little bit more, make sure that you have the upper back rounded. And we're just going to walk the toes back a couple of steps and then forward. Back and forward. But maintain your plank pose and breathe. Keep the legs engaged, hugging all the muscles to the bone. And remember, you don't have to move forward and back into your plank. That's just an option. Breathing fully and completely. Nice deep breaths. Building strength and stamina to be that joyful expression in the body. Good, we're almost there. Nice deep breaths. Keep the bones being hugged by the muscles. Come to stillness. If you need, drop onto your knees, which I need to modify, and gently bring the elbows back and hold your chaturanga, and then finally melt all the way to the earth. Good. From there, bring your palms right beside the rib cage, elbows straight back. Lengthen one leg at a time, anchor it in the other. Eyes to the earth, press the pubic bone down, navel to spine. And on an in-breath, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale again, maybe a little higher, maybe not. And bring it back down. Coming all the way back up. Good. Breathe, squeeze the tush. One more breath here, really opening up. And then exhale all the way down. Press back to the child's pose. And let's take an oval to the left. Drawing the entire upper torso. Good. 2 rolls to the left. And then 2 rolls to the right. Our yoga practice isn't about strengthening, cardio, stretching, all of those things we do. Come back, all the way back into child's pose. Ultimately, what our yoga practice is to really drive down inside and find that eternal essence within. And to find that joyful expression of just being alive, and moving and communicating through this body. All of those things, that's what the yoga practice is about. As you're ready, allow yourself to press all the way back up. Bring the hips forward and come all the way back down onto the bellies, please. Stack the palms and bring the forehead right down onto the palms. Allow the legs to be hip width apart. Lengthen the right leg, anchor it, please, and then the left. Allow yourself to pull the shoulder blades down, press into the pubic bone, and on the in-breath, bring the arms right up off the floor, but keep the stacked palms right at the forehead. Really engage the legs, lift the kneecaps, pull the shoulder blades down, navel to spine. So my upper torso is elevated off the floor. My palms, or my back of my hand is velcroed to my forehead. And then lift the legs up. And then spread them out wide. Pull the heels together, keep the toes wide. On the in-breath, spread the legs wide. On the exhale, bring the heels together. If this is too much for your back, just keep the legs anchored. Widen the legs and squeeze. Keep the eyes looking to the floor. Engage pelvic floor, navel to spine. One more. And release down. Bend into the knees and windshield wiper side to side. Nice deep breath. Use those bones like foam rollers to roll over those quads. Part of our practice is to love ourselves as well. Build that love reserve within by nurturing every aspect of our being. Please bring the legs to stillness. Re-anchor the legs. Make sure you have the tops of your feet on the mat. Kind of have to come forward a little bit. And bring the palms beside the rib cage, up to your forearms. And let's lift up into dolphin, Sphinx Cobra. So the elbows are coming right out from underneath the shoulders, shoulder width apart. Allow yourself to energetically pull the elbows, bring the belly forward, the navel forward without overarching the back. Make sure you squeeze the glutes and breathe and open. Feel that nice opening and connect with your heart. Let's take a full deep 3-part yogic breath in and release it out. Again, full deep breath in, shine your heart. And a nice long exhale out. Allow yourself to spin the left palm in slightly 45 degrees, or you can take it towards your right elbow, whichever feels better for you. And we're gonna roll onto that left side. Allow yourself to really anchor the legs, heels in line with the hips and the elbow. Lift up nice and tall. Some of you may not come up into dolphin side plank. Some of you might. If you don't, just create space. You can see, if you watch my ribs, I'm really lifting and engaging that shoulder straight up. If you choose, lift the hips. Anchor and squeeze the legs together. Maybe bring that top arm to the hip. On an in-breath, top arm to the sky. And reach. Lift the hips. Take a full in-breath. Hug the legs together, full out breath. And again, you can be down on the side. You don't want to crunch down into this left shoulder. So just reach without collapsing. Stay strong in that upper collarbone area. Keep that shoulder blade engaged. Good. On an in-breath, if you choose and you want to lift more, bring that top arm to the sky. Lift the hips. And on the exhale, slowly roll and take it underneath and back up to the sky. Good. 4 more. And again, if you're on the side of your hip, just take it under. Be mindful. Don't collapse into that shoulder. 1 more. Good. And top arm to the sky. Hip down if you took it up. Roll all the way back forward. Come all the way back down, bend the knees, and windshield wiper. Gently release the legs. Remember, you can hydrate at any time. Come back into your Sphinx Cobra by lifting up onto your forearms. Make sure you're in alignment, that your hips and shoulders are squared. Feel yourself really rise up through and open the collarbones. And then bring the heart forward, but not until you're really squeezing the glutes to protect that low back. Good. Looking forward about 3 feet in front of your mat. Engage the legs tightly, lift the kneecaps. And on an exhale, lift up and stretch the tops of the feet. Roll the thighs back down, open up, Sphinx Cobra. 4 more. Breathe. Take a nice stretch through those legs. Strong into the arms. Follow with your breath, breathing fully and completely. Nice deep breaths. In and out. Last one. Good. Bring it all the way down. Allow yourself to turn and look to the right. And then to the left to release the back. Come all the way back to neutral. All the way back down. Let's press back into wide knee child. Take it wide, bring the toes together. I know we still have 1 more dolphin side plank. Allow yourself to really stretch to the right in your wide knee child. So take both hands to the right, really opening up into that left rib wall. Try to sink your tailbone down. Take luscious, full deep breaths. How grateful are you for your breath in this moment? Bring it back to neutral, and then take it over to the other side. Really stretching, feel that nice opening into the inner groin, stretching into those inner thigh muscles. Just allow yourself to receive it. How do you receive a side wide angle? Just allow yourself to melt into it. That's how you receive it. Gently walk it back to neutral. Woo. And then lift up into tabletop. Bring one knee in and the other. Allow yourself to do a couple of cat-cows. And we'll come down and do that other side. So switching sides this time, come down onto the other side. We were in Sphinx Cobra. We're just going to take and roll that hand in 45 degrees as we roll onto the other side. If you need to bring your hands straight out from your elbow, feel free to do so. But again, you want to lift and engage that shoulder blade so you have this nice opening. Make sure your legs are stacked. Flex your feet, squeeze those inner legs together. And remember, you may just really lift up as much as you can. You can bring this hand to the side and just hold your side plank just like this. Otherwise, allow yourself to rise the hips up. And then we're going to take that arm up and over. Really lift that top hip, engage that bottom shoulder blade as you reach to the top, lifting up through those hips, breathing fully and completely. If you choose, top arm to the sky, really engage, make sure that bottom shoulder's engaged, and let's lift it up and twist. Total of 5. If you choose, take your time and feel the movement. Feel the roll of the rib cage. Last one. Lift it up, hand to hip, down, roll all the way forward, palms beside the rib cage, and all the way back into your choice, wide knee child or for full child. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath here. And then very, very gently press into down dog or tabletop. And then into down dog. Bring the feet together. If you're in tabletop, just rise the right leg and stack the right hip. Roll into that ankle. So this could be tabletop or down dog, other way. Good. Square the hips. And we're going to lift up onto the right fingertips and bring that right foot all the way forward. So I need to turn around. Pivot onto the back heel. And rainbow up, warrior 2. If you have, I forgot to tell you to have your weights beside you. Grab your weights and find your warrior 2. Bring your arms out, plug the shoulder blades down. I would not use heavy weights here. You'll need to build up to that. You'll notice that I'm really squeezing my glutes nice and tight. I'm also drawing my shoulder blades in nice and tight towards the spine. I'm looking over that front hand. I'm going to rotate the palms to the sky. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, just bring the weights right on top of the elbows and release. And just continue. Take your time. Hug the feet towards each other. Really squeeze the glutes to protect the back. Working on arms, building leg strength, all in one movement. Nice deep breaths. And 3 more, total of 10. Sink into that knee if that feels good. Really hugging feet towards each other. And extend out 1 or 2. Bring that right forearm down, left arm up to the sky, and then over. Really extend. Take a nice full deep breath here. Really stretch. Feel a nice stretch from that left ankle all the way up to the left wrist. 1 more breath. Good, and then lift it all the way back up, warrior 2. Take and turn the weights towards your heart. So the backs of your hands are in line with the back side of your mouth. And we're just going to take and bring the weights into the shoulders and open and close and open, close and open, bringing those weights right towards your heart. Extend and open, and then very gently straighten the front leg. Bring that back hand to your hip. Begin to lean into it and come all the way down into your version of triangle. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. 1 more full deep breath here, please. Good. Soften into the front knee. Bring it all the way back up, warrior 2. Hands to the hips, and we're just going to switch sides. So coming over to the left. I have this turned around the wrong way, so I'm going to reopen the right way. Here we go. Hands to the hips, pull the elbows back. Really allow yourself to rotate that head forward. Keep the chin level. Hug the feet towards each other. And then slowly turn the head to the back shoulder. Keep the chin level and return it all the way forward. Now close your eyes. Did you notice how you hug the muscles more completely to the bones to create that stability? Here we go. Open the eyes, arms out. Spin the palms open to the sky. Hug those shoulder blades in. And bend. And bend. And bend. You can imagine that you have those weights. How does that change it up? Good, total of 10. Good, and breathe. Nice. Last one. Lengthen out, roll the palms down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then bring elbow to thigh. We're going to sweep that top arm up and over. Nice deep stretch, really elongate, opening up that entire right side. You can keep this elbow lighter if you want, really engage into the muscles, or you can use that thigh. You can look up to the sky on an exhale, hit the floor. Good, 1 more breath here, and then sweep all the way back up. Straighten that front leg, bring the back hand to the hip. Pull the shoulder blade down so that you're open through the front body, and then just descend down. Make sure that you use that weight to traction and open up into your triangle. You can bring the hands all the way down to the floor or not, inside the leg or outside the leg, but keep that body nice and open. Maybe look to the sky. Maybe look down to the earth. Good, 1 more full deep breath here. Make sure you soften into that front knee. And then we're just going to take and bring that lifted hand down to the floor. We're going to transition and just bow over that forward leg. So my feet are in line with one another. Just going to bow forward. I'm going to let go of the weights. And I'm going to walk to the center, all 10 toes to the right side of the mat or to the side of the mat. And just see if you can melt down onto your forearms. If you can't, just the palms. And then allow yourself to take the right fingertips all the way out to the other side of the mat. Reach back. Make sure you pigeon toe the toes slightly for your balance. Let the crown of your head just receive the earth. And then take the left hand back. Let the hands be hip width apart, or shoulder width apart, excuse me. And just receive the earth. Soften into the stretch, into the inner and outer thighs. Perhaps you're feeling it through your knees if you have issues with your knees. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders and bend into that right knee and take a deep stretch. If it feels good, let the toes come forward 90 degrees. Maybe bring the prayer hands underneath. Tuck those shoulder blades down and really melt into the stretch as you press the tailbone back. One more breath here, smile. If you need hands to the earth, which I'm going to do because of my knees, otherwise keep your prayer hands and melt over to the other side. So safety for me and protecting these knees, I have to bring the palms down, get stabilized, tailbone back, and then from that safe place, I can bring my palms down. I'm going to really pull my shoulder blades down, and then I'm going to lift up out of the base of the spine right to the crown of the head. And I'm really going to hug and melt into the stretch. So soften into that inner right groin, pulling tailbone back. And then very gently, hands down to the earth. Ooh, heel toe in a little bit. Palms onto the upper thighs, just above the kneecaps, soften into the knees. And rise all the way back up, flat back. Ooh, your feet are coming forward. Can you feel that in your legs? Draw the heels in one at a time, toes, heel in, or step or jump. Lift up nice and tall. Come to the top of the mat as we come down. So arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky, and exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step left foot back, right foot back, right down onto the knees. Bring the feet to one side, come down onto the opposite hip, and bring the legs all the way forward. Give it a really nice shake. And coming right into our boat pose. Little more core before we come into our nice cool down. So bend into each of the knees. Allow yourself to grab the back of the thighs just above the knee crease. Pull the shoulder blades down and lift that spine nice and tall. Shine your heart. And right here, if you choose, set an intention of prayer, dedication. Feel it lifted and shining on that heart, that beautiful heart resting on the love. And then maybe bring one leg up and then the other half boat. Maybe you let go, maybe you don't. Maybe you keep tippy toes on the floor. Maybe lengthen out the legs. Just receive the gift here. Stay strong, able to spine. 5 breaths. Take a full in breath. And release. Full in breath. And release. Take a full in breath. And release. Breathe it in. Start to shake perhaps. Release it out. One more nice deep breath in. And as you release, let it go. Bring the soles of the feet together into butterfly. Grab the toes, the ankles, in from the hips and come all the way forward. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Take and rotate, pressing the elbows into the front of the shin bones. Rotate the shoulders and the head towards the left. And just receive, pull the shoulder blades down and receive that opening in that sacral spine, and then take it to the right. Just a little tiny twist just to release. Head comes all the way back down. Maybe you round into a nice round spine or maybe a flat back, your choice. And take 2 breaths. Begin to breathe into the inner groin. Feel that nice stretch through the back ribs. Pull the shoulder blades down. Really receive the stretch. And then on an in breath, lift it all the way up. Lengthen the legs out. Keep about 3 inches of a bent knee rise above the mat. Press into the heels of the feet. Allow yourself to rise all the way up. Bring your palms up towards the sky, chin to chest. And just slowly begin to roll down. Press into your heels. You're going to have to move them back with you a little bit. Good. Maybe hold and hover. Make sure navel to spine, chin to chest. And then roll all the way back up. Palms up to the sky. Bring it back down. Maybe you only come this far. Really pull navel to spine. Take it down as far as it feels safe. Keep the heels and the legs engaged. Squeeze a block between your thighs and your calves. And then rise back up to the sky. Reach forward. Really round to that upper back, chin to chest. Navel to spine. Only roll back as far as you can. Keep the quality of the core engaged. And then inhale, press and rise. This time we're going to come all the way down. Come down as slow as feels safe for you. You can always bring those upper arms or forearms down. Let's have the right knee in the chest, please. Extend that right leg back out and then left knee in the chest. Or you can also have the knees bent, always your choice. Both knees bent, walk the heels back. Let the feet be hip width apart, please. Take and bring your upper arms right beside your rib cage. Bend into your elbows and face your palms towards each other. You're going to really press into those upper arms so that you can hollow the spine like a straw. So keep your chin slightly tucked in and pinch your low back. Engage through the legs, squeeze an imaginary block, and then on an exhale, rise up. Really hug those arms in. You can bring your inner wrist to touch your hip bones or the sideways. You want to keep everything level. And you're going to lift and draw the hips up towards the sky. Breathing fully and completely. Squeeze the tush muscles. Some of you are going to stay right here. But I want you to really engage the upper core so that you're solid and supported. No pressure onto the neck. Level out the hips, level out the shoulders. Really press into the upper arms and lift the right knee. Bring it back down. Keep those hips level and then the left. So just a marching bridge, but you have to keep the quality. Would rather you just hold the bridge. You have to really maintain pressing into those arms. Breathe. The hips will drop a little bit as you march, but what you want to do is keep them level. Last one, each side. Lift up into a full bridge. Squeeze the tush. Take 2 more breaths. Full in breath. Full out breath. Take a full in breath. Really squeeze, engage, lift the heart. And on the exhale, gently bring it down. Bring the arms down beside you and just do 2 pelvic tilts to release that back, please. Good. And then we're just going to take and draw all thighs towards us, grab the back of the legs, and we're going to rise up onto the sitting bones. I know you thought you were ready for Shavasana, right? We're going to try a pigeon. a forward pigeon. So allow yourself to come to the top of your mat. Come into tabletop and come down onto your forearms. You can interlace your fingers if you want. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come into pigeon. So we'll start on the right side. It will be on the right side. So we're going to take and bring that left leg all the way back, lengthen it out. And come into a side pigeon. It's going to feel a little bit awkward. Lift up into it. And then you're going to press, come back forward, bring that left knee back in. And we're going to take it over to the left. So it's a little bit of a side twist, but you'll notice that my left knee is in line with that left hip. And I've brought my right leg back. I'm still anchored to the side. You can tuck that back right toe, sweep it back in, and take it over to the other side. You want to feel some length through the torso. Take it side to side, just experiment a little bit. I know this is a new thing. You can keep toes tucked or not tucked. Many of you have seen me do the side prayer twist in pigeon, and this is kind of a variation of that. Let's take it over to the right. And then just walk your hands forward and come into your more traditional pigeon and melt it down. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Just begin to integrate the entire practice. So what did we do? We stretched, and I told you it wasn't about stretching. We built strength. The practice isn't about strength. That's a benefit, just like the breath and the stretch. Yoga is about receiving each one of the poses to draw inside, to touch that inner essence, that divine essence within. Allow yourself to lift back up and then take and switch and come back into your forearm tabletop. And let's take it over to the other side. So experiment into it and then walk the arms forward. Take your pigeon on the other side. You can always lift upright to set that pigeon. You can always roll onto your back if that doesn't work for you. And just allow yourself to begin to receive. So integrate all of that movement, the breath, and feel inside the joy, the love, the breath, the energy, all incorporated into one nice acknowledgement of the true nature of who we are. And to be able to change things up and have it different than how we typically do. Do you feel resistance that we're not doing a twist? That we're not doing a shavasana? And then allow yourself to very, very gently come out of that pigeon into tabletop, or bring that back leg forward. We're just going to allow ourselves to come into a nice seated position, maybe lotus, if you can do lotus. I can do half lotus. You can stack the knees on top of each other. You can come into butterfly. You can extend one leg. Just find a comfortable place to sit. This is where we're going to end our practice today. How do you feel about that? Allow yourself to just open the palms to the sky and draw the thumb and the index finger together. Feel the length of the spine. Rise up through the crown of the head. Feel the erectness of that nice tall spine. Begin to come into some nice deep measured breaths. Take that breath in through the heart, count of 5, and hold it for a count of 2. Just holding the breath and melt into that heart. And then as you exhale to a count of 5, release all of that love from your practice, whatever was generated. And just continue with that heart breath for a couple more by honoring the intuitive places of our being. In other words, that divine essence. We create the deep union between the heart and the soul, the merging and the blending of the external world and really diving into the internal world. And the more that we blur that line and practice coming to that beautiful, exquisite essence within, the easier it becomes to do in the everyday moment. We can then spark the remembrance of what we really are, not just mirror the physical reality, but know the joy, the light, and the love that resides within. Bring the palms to the heart. Take a full in breath. And exhale, bow forward, namaste.